Hi everyone, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello! The sun kind of disappeared here for a moment. I'm sure it'll come back though. This is our Earth reading, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if you so wish. I know it's been a while since, since the Earth reading, or since the other element readings actually. But I trust that it comes out when it wants to come out, and it feels wonderful. Like the energies are so strong, and Isis is going to come in later as well. Like the tarot deck, the oracle cards, they wanted to come in as well. And of course, we already blessed like the whole reading. So let's hop in, shall we? The first thing I was getting for you guys, and the table setup matters too, because I got some lemons, and then I got these like tiny tangerines. These are awesome in water. So it has something to do with abundance, abundancia. And it was interesting because it came through in 3 different languages actually. So we had abundancia, and we had abundance, and then we had the German Vielfalt, Pracht. So there is a lot of that in there as well, like appreciating the various fruits, people, whatever it is, like all of them. It's about inclusion, and it's about an abundance for that. Because if there were only lemons, right, that would be awesome. Yes, that's an abundance, but you need a variety of things, a variety of opinions, a variety of people, of animals, of plants, and that's the kind of abundance that Mother Nature provides for us. And then they gave me this sentence: it is given and it is taken. It is not for you to worry about. Mother Nature has got you. And then the topic of oferta came up. So you know how you give praise to Mother Earth as a worship by giving her back what she has given to you, not all of it. It's more a symbolical kind of a gesture. But when I'm done here, I will give that water back to a tree. I will slice that lemon and give it back to the earth where it came from, as a worship, as an offer to Mother Earth for her nourishment, for her abundance that she provides all the time. So this may be something that you have been doing, una oferta, to give something back to Mother Earth. But this could also be a good practice to tap yourself into. I realize that the lighting isn't that great right now. I hope it will come back. I hope it won't impair, but I trust that you can hear what I have to say. Excuse me. So this time we have not reshuffled any cards, which is interesting. That's all right though, because I cleansed everything and we're just going to shuffle as we go. Apparently important as well. So you can see. Oh, wow. I love that. That is so cool. We have Pono Pono, immeasurable power of the heart way. And this is so great. Can you see all the colors? It's really amazing. It reminds me very much of a full moon. I know that there was this full moon in Cancer that had quite the ability. It's also, almost like a blank canvas that wants to be drawn upon. There's all these colors around, but still there's some space. So for you to create. So it's completely up to you how you want to color that in. Because you are that color, right? You are that color, and there's a lot of higher wisdom that's coming through here. So it is truly up to you. Set your intentions right. Also for the next, full moon, or maybe you have set your. Yep, there's a lot of moon stuff in there. Definitely, some of you are really working with the moon, and maybe your cycles are in tune with the moon as well, and you've just noticed or something like that. Immeasurable power of the heart way. I'm going to read that to you. The rainbow people. I know that there's a rainbow prophecy. I don't know about rainbow people. Maybe you do. Immeasurable power of the heart way. The heart has the power to heal in a way that the mind cannot understand. Do not allow your mind to distract or frighten you. You are a beautiful child of the universe, and divine love lives within your heart. It's interesting because that just happened in a private reading as well, so this is a sign for you too. This is definitely for you. You're still in there. You know how room is being made for something. The old is breaking away, and then we have more room on the table and can put our cards in different ways here on the table. And in your life, that means just allow for that which wants to fall away, to fall away. You are a beautiful child of the universe, and divine love lives within your heart. A willing heart is all that you need to transform any situation that is troubling you. Recognizing this power does not evoke feelings of pressure or anxiety, but rather of peace and joy. Lightness of heart and relief of mind are here for you now. How beautiful! The divine within your heart has the power to transform a situation that is troubling you. Do not be limited or think it is too much for you or the divine to handle. Do not allow yourself to intellectualize or analyze a situation to the point of feeling confused or paralyzed. Healing through the heart on any and all issues that have plagued you or a loved one can and will happen. Let your heart feel the faith it needs to feel so that it can rest in joy. Divine healing wants to flow abundantly for you. Open up to receive it without hesitation or condition. Pono in the Hawaiian tradition has deep and multiple meanings, one expression of which is the return to order. There is a perfection of peace, beauty, and fulfillment that the divine has planned for the lives of all beings. Through the use of human free will, we have at times moved away from what is in the divine plan, stumbled on the path, and become ensnared in terrible suffering and frightening delusion. Oh my God, throat. Some of you, heavy throat chakra. You need to do some clearing, please, with the throat. Wow. Some of you have really been limited in your way to speak upon your own truth and really stand in it solidly. But this goes further. Throat and base chakra, root chakra are actually connected. So there is something about the trusting in Mother Earth, like really root yourself. I can feel it now. You can actually use the pull of Mother Earth and her grounding abilities, through your feet, because that can really be magnetic. You can feel her power rising up within your legs and really grounding you, giving you the security, the steadfastness you need at this very time. This could be very specific, to alleviate and help with your throat indeed. Wow, that was strong. It felt like someone is clenching my throat almost. And breathing. Some of you may have already been involved in breathing. Keep doing that. If you haven't started that, start breathing. Look up whatever comes to you at this time for the throat, breathing for the throat, so that it's easier. It can flow out easier, or wants to come out, for it to come out more easily. So, there is a perfection of peace, beauty, and fulfillment that the divine has planned for the lives of all beings. Through the use of human free will, we have at times moved away from what is in the divine plan, stumbled on the path, and become ensnared in terrible suffering and frightening delusion. This can become contagious, infectious, infecting other souls with the poison of hate, anger, and fear, and further separating our human collective from the beautiful grace that the divine has intended for us. It then becomes difficult to use our free will with wisdom, and our spiritual disconnection can create far-reaching negative impact for others and the planet. One only needs see the pain in the world to understand this. Yet there is a simple spiritual discipline that we can practice to restore the world and all hearts within it to rights again. The divine dwells in your heart as the healing power and wisdom which tenderly alleviates suffering, liberating the body, mind, and soul. This is the immeasurable power of the heart way. In the Hawaiian tradition from which it emerges, it is known as ho'oponopono, or to set things right. The heart power thrives through this simple four-step practice that can be done by anyone, anywhere, for any person or situation that they wish to transform. So this is a very simple one, yet very powerful. You can also do this if you're not feeling it. Then maybe you're feeling a bit of that collectively, so you can send out those wishes for the collective. So you're saying, I'm sorry, I'm responsible for the situation, and I feel so sorry for it. You can just say it, don't overthink it. You may not feel like you're responsible for it, but maybe in a different life you have been, in a way. We never really know those things. The second is, please forgive me. And it's the same, you'll feel that in your heart. The third is, thank you. And the fourth is I love you. So I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You can say this with your morning routine, with your morning prayer. Okay, and then you can place your hands in prayer and relax, and then you've completed the healing process. So this is what she's doing here too. See, she's coming from a heart space. And when you do this, you can feel it. It alleviates stuff like from your past, because this also has to do with forgiveness, forgiving yourself and others. And by forgiving, you're really letting go. But this is a whole process. The whole forgiveness, it doesn't just come by like that, but Ho'oponopono can definitely help and has shifted numerous relationships for me, truly, because you're working energetically, and the more powerful you become, the more powerful this exercise is. Very, very good one. All right. Yeah, so they immediately don't want me to work with a tarot, but rather with the Shaman Oracle deck. And the interesting thing is, there were only earthy cards that wanted to come in today, none other. So Mother Earth is with us, and I have my bare feet on the ground to be connected, as I usually do now in the readings, if possible. Just for me to be more grounded and to pull in more of the higher energies. There's something, it's almost like the Wheel of Fortune, something that is happening right now. You can see the reflection, kind of. It's like unlocking some sort of a lock here. It's like, you know, when you have a safe, a really, really big one that needs certain combinations to be turned just a tiny bit, and then another one to be turned just a tiny bit in a certain direction so it clicks into place. That's what I see here. So you seem to be very, very close to something. So, and they're relating it to the heart too. So there's a lot of green that is catching my eye. This is like a safe Tresor is what that is in German. That's the word that I have in my head right now. And that's what that is. You're unlocking your heart in a way. So to some of you, this could be related to a heart chakra opening also, which is interesting because when the throat is clogged, the ones right by it, so third eye and heart have to work overtime sometimes to be balancing that out. No. So let's see what wants to come through for us, for you guys. Okay, don't force, I was just going to say, don't force anything, because that's what I could feel with the cards. The more pressure you apply, the less this is going to work. And the moment I said that, you could see the cards were flying out. So we have number 59 breaking down to a 14 breaking down to a 5, which is change, and you have the upper worlds. And we'll put this right there. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Like angels are with you, definitely. Like the higher realms are with you. And it's almost, that's interesting, because this is about co-creation. So you're co-creating with them, or you're invited to co-create. See this? Because you have that blank canvas here, right? But they're bringing something in that is already kind of colored in. So it's like almost like you're receiving that higher wisdom, and you're co-creating with them for the highest good of all. It's no longer about yourself and your egotistical needs or wants, I should say, in a way. This does not mean that your needs or wants aren't met anymore. Quite the opposite. But it's in such a way that is very solid, very spiritual, and very co-creative with everything. So it's even more than you could have ever wanted or expected. That's the cool thing about it. And there's something that was very close to your energetic field that is almost about to hit your own sphere. So it's very close, but they're bringing down another, and then yet another one that's bigger. So that is letting me know that that's in the realm of your integrating more and more of that higher energy, one that's about to hit you in the best sense, right? Because you have those spheres, you have the smaller one here, then they're bringing one in, and then there's this whole huge one up there. And the more grounded you are, the more higher energies you can bring in, and that's what I see for you here. So you're starting to incorporate more and more and more of those higher energies, which is really beautiful. Connect yourself with tree energy, again, and really make sure that you're grounded and really listening to your body specifically. That's really important, because they keep mentioning, you know, how a ray of light is hitting water, and that's what they're describing here as you. You become that prism yourself, right? They're hitting you with those light codes, with those balls of light, really, and you're incorporating them, and then they're starting to radiate out from you, this gorgeous rainbow light, and you're doing your own personal expression with it, being that creative, being that healing, being that helpful to other people, to this world. So it's really quite gorgeous when it hits you, because it's only white until it hits you, and then it starts to get all the color, and that's so interesting. So we're really talking a lot about color. You may even see that I spoke on this before. It happened to me a bunch of times already, where I either in meditation or when I was about to wake up or doing something, and then I saw geometric patterns that were hitting me, and coming down, and all the colors and everything. That was so interesting. Those light codes, they express themselves in different forms, and then through you, of course, which is your very own unique expression, which is utterly beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And your third eye is really like popping, and that in combination with the heart is a really gorgeous thing. Really gorgeous. Okay. All right, yes. So we're going to shuffle more, and there's going to be an extended this time. So if you want to hop on over to Patreon after this reading, we're not done yet, but I just want to mention it yet. It's 11:11. So we reduced the price by half. For those of you that don't know it, the link is down below. It's for the whole month and all the extendeds that have been created since that tier was created. And also for the ones that are going to be created within that certain months, so everyone can join. But you can also join the $2 tier if you just wish to support this channel and the work that I'm doing. You can do so. Just links down below. Okay, there's also buy me a coffee, or you can donate. It's not expected, but it of course helps, right? Then you have the Holy Mountain, which is beautiful, right? So we have the upper world, but then we have the Holy Mountain, and we have the 25, and yet again we have another sphere that is completely incorporated here, which is utterly beautiful. Have a look at this. So that's the thing that is hitting you, right? Sitting in meditation on a mountain, and that is another call for you to really go within, but also go up if you have the ability to go. I don't know why Sedona keeps popping up here. Mountain spirits. Some of you are connected to mountain and stone spirits. All of a sudden ancient Aztec stuff comes up with portals that not everyone can see, but you can clearly see them. You clearly have figured something out here. There's also tiger energy. This is very specific, I reckon. Some of you have the tiger as a spirit animal. Very strong, but this one is about portals. Portals in mountains and such. Interesting. So if you can go up on a mountain and meditate there, or maybe you've meditated on stone, because ancient stones have a lot of ancientness around them and within them, because they've been here for so long. So you can tap into their energies and into their patience and into their wisdom and knowledge, right? And this is also a part of how these energies are being integrated, because you're bringing them down here. So it's really like this. Have a look. It's really like this. See? I hope you can kind of see it. So you have the upper world, then there's you, and that's the integration that's happening through you to Mother Earth. And there's a huge thank you coming from her to you also, about how much integration you've done already, how much you've helped her integrating those light codes. We have number 25 on this card, breaking down to a 7. And the Ho'oponopono is 27, indeed. So the 7 is you're exactly where you need to be right now at this very stage. So congratulations to you. All right, guys, we're going to take this over to the extended, okay, where we're going to pull more cards also from the Isis Oracle, and we'll see whatever else wants to come through for you. Links down below for Patreon. And I'll see you in a bit over on Patreon, or I'll see you next time. Much, much love. Bye, guys.